Hello
Yeah,
and
replace
welcome
tab.
back to the
No.
JillTube channel. Today I'm joined by Daniel, my coach, and we're gonna take a look at this game. I hope it's the right one we're loading up. And I've been on a losing streak, and Daniel says that he can tell me maybe why that is. So let's take a look at this. How are you, Daniel?
Hey man, what's going on?
Hey, thanks for joining. All right,
Not a
so
problem, just glad to help.
I've been playing this guy Random F a couple of times, and he seems to get the better of me.
I'm surprised he's not a cheeser because it looks like his name he was going for like printf,
Yeah,
like a
maybe.
variation of printf. Let's see here. He sent out a probe first thing. Let's see what you do. Okay, you do wall off the top here.
I
Double
do
your
this
wall off.
because I'm expecting him to do this. Look what he does. I played him
Yeah.
before, so I'm expecting that he goes for a rush.
You could have surrounded his probe there and killed him.
Yeah, I missed that.
Let's see here. Gateway and forge. So he was planning on counter rushing you.
Yes, he was. He did that the game
Looks like
before.
he's not any longer counter rushing you.
Nope.
So, okay, well, pause. Okay, so you have two gateways now. Look at his cyber core. He just started his cyber core. Your
Yeah.
cyber core should be finishing up right now,
Yeah.
right? Not only should you have two gateways, but your cyber core should be finishing up right now. That's probably where you went wrong here.
Okay.
Right here in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Already.
Your probe saturation isn't complete. So let's see here. He already has more probes than you do
Yeah.
by 5, it looks like.
Yeah.
He's got 5 more probes. His tech is faster, and he started off by counter rushing you and losing a pylon.
Yeah.
Right
He
here already.
he's obviously a lot better than me. But
Well, he just okay. So you said you know this guy. He's always going to cheese you, right? So this is probably what he does every game, and this is the only thing that he knows. So he probably studied this. He's probably done the same build 100 times. You, on the other hand, are trying to learn and be better than just having a one-hit wonder, right?
yeah.
That's the difference. So don't take these. I think you're getting inside your own head. Okay, so you lost a couple of games and you gotten inside your own head. Oh, I'm no good. That affects your games, man. That negative self-talk. You start forgetting what to do. You start forgetting like um why you're doing things, and you think it's just not working or whatever, and that and you just make yourself worse and worse and worse. It's called quicksand. It's
Yeah.
uh it's a term from the movie The Replacement, set in the 90s.
Hmm.
So basically, one thing goes wrong, and then another, and then another, and then another. Now, what I will say is, I don't like your wall off, first and foremost. The reason why I don't like it is because of your pylon in the wall.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever put a pylon in the wall, ever, against Protoss, against Zerg. It doesn't matter. Now, question: if he shades in with a couple of adepts, right? And let's just say, for the sake of argument, that you have a probe here near the wall in order to complete the wall off with a shield battery. What if he just kills your pylon and shades in, kills your probes?
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
That's why I don't like that. That's why I
Yeah,
don't like this wall off.
I get it.
That being said, I want you to look at his base. Okay, look at his base. He doesn't have a wall off.
No.
What if you are finishing up your cyber core right now? because you know you can. He just started his, right?
Yeah.
His was super late. So your second, that's normally when my cybercore finishes when my second gateway finishes. If you instantly started up 2 adepts, shaded them across the field, and started killing his probes.
Yeah. That's what I should have done. But I mean,
That's exactly what you should have done.
when I put out these zealots, I thought I had already built my cybercore, but I was busy taking care of the pylon and I missed the cybercore.
Okay. Another thing I've noticed in the majority of your PvP games is you seem to have forgotten that I told you 4 production facilities. Now this could be 4 gateways. Personally, I like 4 gateways, or it can be like 3 gateways and a Stargate. It could be 3 gateways and a Robo facility. Um, either one, any one of those is fine. Uh, but you also have to realize if you go a Robo or a Stargate, you can't really produce out of your gateways and your Stargate or your Robo. So if you go Robo, then you're gonna want to pump out Immortals.
Yeah.
Focus on like Immortals and an Observer. That way you can see what he's doing and scout him easily, right?
Yeah.
So imagine if you had started your Cybercore on time. You could get out a Robo facility as soon as your Cybercore finishes up, which is in about 30 seconds from now, maybe a little more. And then you instantly send an observer out. You have an observer in his base. He has to, start up his own tech, which is way behind yours. You can see exactly what he's doing. You can get a head start. That's what you're doing wrong.
Yeah. But I mean, I should have had a Nexus also now, though. What would you
No,
do? What would you do
no,
here? What? No. No.
no.
Okay.
You are expanding far, far too early in PvP.
Okay. Good.
Far, far too early.
All right. Well, so you go for the 4 production facilities before the Nexus.
Correct. Before the Nexus.
Ah, okay.
Now, here's the reason why. Okay. So 4 gates is the maximum that you can produce off of one base. Okay.
Okay.
It also tends to be the amount of because it's the maximum you can produce off of it. It also has a cheese, right? So if they're cheesing you with 4 gates, you have the production to match, and also the ability to produce out of them. It keeps you safe. It allows you the ability to stay above adepts. It allows you the ability to stay above oracles, and allows you to be safe. Now, let's say, for the sake of argument, he expands early, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he sinks minerals into a nexus. You've got 4 gates. You can just produce a bunch of stalkers and go kill him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So not only are you safe, but if he expands first, as long as you keep up your production and just straight up produce all you can and not expand yourself, you're gonna be able to go kill him as his nexus is, finishing up.
Yeah.
So let's say for the you go over there with a bunch of stalkers and he cancels his nexus midway. It's probably best to see if you can't wait until it's about to be finished. That way, then,
You can't cancel it.
if he cancels it, it'll hurt him more, right? So you either want to be able to kill the nexus or force him to cancel at like right as it's about to finish up. That way you've been able to sink more money into your stalkers.
Yeah.
Then he's probably working on building up enough forces to be able to protect to defend himself. Well, at that time, you take your natural. Hell, you might be able to take your third as well while you're at it, just because you know he's being defensive, right?
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I must have misunderstood
So
the thing
yeah,
about the expansion.
so your early game is just completely off. That's exactly why you're losing right now.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. Let me show you one of my replays.
Well, can I show you the last part though? Or maybe I
Yeah,
should
sure.
do some other
Go for it.
part. Okay, just how he just eliminates me with. No, wait. Let's load up yours. Let's load up yours. It's gonna take a while. Okay.
Yeah, as you notice, he's already got his natural down too. So
Yeah.
oh,
I'm
looks like
gonna
you stopped his. Okay.
I'm gonna pause the recording. Hold on a second. Here we go.
Yeah, go for it. Okay, it starts us off looking at his base. I'm looking at mine.
Yeah.
All right, so see how I put my pylon there, like only the power field is only going to be skirting the outside of the ramp there.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like I missed a second or two of pro production. That's fine. Just make sure I get my scout in. Looks like he's doing the same kind of wall off you are.
Yeah.
I actually put too many on gas in this game too quickly. I should have saturated my minerals first, and I'm not chrono boosting probes, so that's a noob move.
Huh, it's all
That's
good.
way I can improve. All right.
Oh, here
See?
it comes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
see here, I'm going 4 gates.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Now instead I'm going 3 gates in a robo facility.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
See, okay. Oh, this is the one. This is the one where he gets his damn adepts into my base because I'm a noob and don't put a shield. You know, I'll have a probe there waiting for shield batteries.
Yeah, here he comes.
Yep. There you go. Now notice how I like made sure I surrounded his adepts.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so I got, this is what I was talking about. I already have the observer. Now I am down 10 probes at the moment, but I also have 4 production facilities and a second nexus going on.
Yes.
Chrono boost probes, right? Get my probe production back up. He actually pauses probe production, right? He's just now starting his second nexus, and he has only 2 gates, so he has half the amount of production facilities, and at the moment we're dead even on probes. So who's ahead?
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
argue that I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got more production, the same probes, and I'm chrono boosting probes out. I'm just a noob because I let him in.
Yeah.
I let, you know, but okay. Notice this too, right? I've got my stalkers sitting in my mineral line just in case he went Stargate, right?
Yeah.
So just in case he went Stargate and there's an Oracle coming, I put some stalkers there in my mineral line. That way it will save me versus Oracles. I probably should have some in my natural mineral line too. And I also am supply blocked like a fool. Oh, looks like one just finished up and I'm almost instantly supply blocked again. So yeah, see, that's what happens when you have a bunch of production facilities. Now I have 2 bases fully saturated. I'm going up to 6 gates. And getting my tech. So I'm getting a Twilight Council and a Forge. And notice I'm not producing a bunch of stalkers. I'm producing immortals and then another observer. It looks like my other observer died. Yeah.
He just took it out. Yeah.
He just took my other observer out, and I instantly queued up some more observers. And I've got 4 out of 3 on my second assimilator. Also like a noob. Oh look, I'm building a 3rd.
Oh yeah.
And he's not even fully saturated on his second base yet.
He's going for army units instead.
Yeah, and I'm getting my tech. I'm getting charge. I'm probably about to get +1, and I got 5 out of 3 on my second assembler. So noobish. But that's the kind of stuff that I want you to look for. Okay?
Yeah.
So, 4 production facilities. I started off going by 4 gates. I changed my mind to Robo,
Yeah.
so I canceled that 4th gate, and I went ahead and got the Robo, and now I'm ahead. Oh, he's getting his third base. Mine's faster by about half, and
Yeah.
I have full saturation with the exception of my gases on my natural.
Yeah.
Probably about to fix that up here in a minute. And yeah, life's good right now. Let's just go ahead and see how this plays out. I'm gonna speed it back up. I'm missing production here, even though I'm adding a second robo facility. It's mainly because I keep my minerals pretty low, getting probes out, getting my production up, getting my my upgrades. He's moving out. Look, no, he's just putting out observers. Okay. I got my own observers out. Oh, notice my observer placements. Okay. So there's 2 paths to my base, right? 2 of the shortest paths. Right?
Oh, yeah?
There's one on the south and one on the north.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he'll have to go through the middle, through the rocks. So I put one on each path, so I know if he's coming.
Ah.
If he's coming, then I know that I can, I just need to, I know where to go, right?
Yeah.
I'm putting up a couple of cannons in case he wants to come in with some bullshit like DT drops, like you like to do. Or if he wants to come in with a warp prism, or he wants to try to like harass my mineral lines. So at the moment, I'm sitting at 56 probes. I have more probes and more army supply and more tech and more production. I'm literally ahead in every way.
Good for you.
And remember, I started off 10 probes behind because I let his adepts in like a noob.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want you to I want you to focus on the things that got me ahead in the situation. I focused on probe production. I focused on unit production. I focused on not being supply locked like a noob, even though I failed miserably. I focused on being safe against warp prism harass and DTs with the cannons. I did not solely I also focused on scouting. You don't have to be scouting his army the whole time. It does help. Not gonna lie, it does help.
Mm.
But I guess the main takeaway here is it's not the only thing. Just know when they're coming. Knowing when they're coming is going to be useful, right?
Yeah.
So right now I've got more tech, a better unit composition. I've got Archon, Immortal, Stalker, and Zealots, or Charge Lots, with a Warp Prism. I go ahead and take out the rocks for my 4th base because before moving out, I want to go ahead and get my 4th base going. He has literally just Stalkers and Zealots.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got 2 Immortals as well.
Yeah.
If he'd have kept going, we probably would have clashed a little sooner. So, but this is almost over. I kill the rocks because 1, it's faster to reinforce if I need to reinforce from my base, and 2, choke points for toss is not exactly good. The zealots need open spaces. Don't want to get the immortals. Well, the archons have short range, so you want the archons to be able to close the distance in the gap. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So he actually has more zealots than I do. He instantly loses his war prism, so I can instantly reinforce mine. So now we have more zealots. We have Archons doing splash mode. He blinks into immortals, which is probably one of the stupidest things that he probably could have done.
Yeah.
And now I
just lost.
Just wreck him. Going ahead and warping in more zealots.
What did you? What made you attack at this point? At the time that you did.
Well, I had finished. I had finished saturating the minerals at my third base, and I was ready to take a fourth base.
Okay.
So I knew that he was probably about to take his fourth base as well, and I knew that I was already ahead as far as my upgrades, my my unit production, like just everything.
Okay.
Now, if it turned out that I was wrong, then I could have just fell back, produce all the units that I could because I knew I had more production. Like, so say I started losing, right? Just pull back. You don't have to fight.
No.
Sure, you might lose some, but that's better than all. And you can reinforce your army with the things that you produce.
Yeah. You had way more production. Yeah.
By the time that fight happened, we actually ended up having the same upgrades. However, at that point, I also had 3 forges, and I had all the upgrades going. So if you notice, he had two forges, but also by the time that he had 2 forges with double upgrades instead of triple, I had killed his entire army and was about to just slaughter him. He had lost already.
Yeah.
So when it comes to StarCraft, and this goes for all races, or all matchups, the idea is to get ahead of your opponent. That could be in production, it could be in upgrades, it could be in bases and income. You have to have some kind of edge and leverage that edge over your opponent.
The thing that happened.
A good rule of thumb is win ahead, get more ahead.
Right? Yeah.
So.
Yeah, except what I did was I was actually ahead, but then I lost all my units. That seems to happen to me quite a lot. I think what I learned from this is, of course, in the beginning, I make a mistake whenever I start up in the early game. I need to get 4 production sites, and when it's PvP. And then first after that, I expand. All right, so I get that. That's the lesson number 1.
Well, lesson number 1 is going to be your early game.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Your early game needs some work.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Let me show you my second replay that I've got.
All right, I'm gonna pause it. Here we go. All right.
So this is another PvP. Gonna go ahead and speed it up and get past the early game. Notice how I put my pylon position in the same position this time.
Yeah.
So there's a different first pylon spot for every different matchup. So PvP is here on the top. PvZ is there at the second base, like I told you the other day.
Yeah.
And PvT is between the mineral patch and the gas.
Yes.
Now, also, I don't know if you saw that, I've got my probe hold positioned on my gas.
Oh, that's what you do.
Gas.
So he can't take it.
Yeah. Correct. So if he tries to take it, he can't.
That happens to me often.
Like, yeah, even if like you try to put an assembly layer there with a different probe, it won't let you. Like, so it won't, yeah. It'll actually stop you from taking your own if you do that.
Okay. Nice trick. I didn't know that.
So you have to select the same probe and then make an assembly layer. So, see here, I've got my second gateway and my cyberport going up at the same time.
Yeah.
And then I make my second pylon. So right now I'm actually at 23 out of 23. I'm still pumping out probes. I actually don't end up getting supply blocks. Go ahead and I should immediately start up warp gate.
Yeah. I mean, in a game where I don't get cannon rushed, I normally have warp gate and you know, the cyber core and the 2 barracks in a proper timing.
Okay, so notice here.
Did he just put down a pylon?
Yeah, he put down a pylon in my base.
You're going up to 4. Yeah.
Yep.
And the robo.
Four gates and a robo.
Yeah.
Which is actually too many. I actually made a mistake here. Oh, no. I did not make a mistake here. Okay. I forgot. This is, I end up going blink in this. So like 4 gate blink.
Okay.
So the reason why I made the robo facility is strictly for a warp prism.
Okay.
Chrono boosting out the warp gate. I think it was because I saw, I might have saw his nexus going down. I'm not sure. And it also might just because of, I think I scouted him. I can't remember if I scouted him, but I might have just decided to go blink on this one. I'm not sure. I can't remember. So warp gate's finishing up. I've got 4 gates. He's got 1 and a Stargate apparently. He is also expanding. So if you ask me, that's super greedy and slow. We're gonna head and
he doesn't even have warp gate yet.
First. Nope. So also notice that I put down a photon cannon just in case he rushes out DTs like you like to do.
Yeah.
So I'd be safe against you.
Don't be so sure.
Well, I probably wouldn't be 100% safe. Well, no, because I already had the observer. So I had the observer by the fastest time that you've actually gotten out of the DT. So,
yeah.
You know, worst case scenario, I probably would have.
Oh, here comes his oracle.
Yeah. And I didn't have my stalkers in place in order to prevent that probe, but he actually ended up killing the 1 probe that was oversaturated, so it was fine.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've already got my blink coming up. Oh wait, I don't have my blink coming up. Where is my?
You got the forge instead.
I got the forge instead of the Twilight Council apparently.
You intended to maybe.
Yeah, I probably intended to do it. I think him scouting me prompted me to attack. Oh, and I'm taking the gold base for my natural.
Yeah.
Being a little greedy. Let's see here. Do I end up waiting until I get blink? Let me see here. Speeding up a little bit. Oh, he took the gold base as well. So
yeah.
Cool. Okay, so he saw my units outside and pushed down the stasis trap. I had the observer, so I come in to snipe it. And then, okay, so check that out. Did you notice how I focus fired his void ray and almost one-shot it?
Yeah. How many does it take? Maybe 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 maybe for one-shotting a void ray? I don't know.
I currently have enough to one-shot a void ray right now.
Okay.
He just has shield batteries. So.
Yeah. Well, he's building the void rays, which I just lost to.
Boom.
Yeah.
I mislit the pylon. And I killed all of his void rays.
All right, so he should quit now.
Oh, he's definitely not gonna quit. You should know better than that. He's just making more void rays.
Yeah. All right. He has lost this one. Yeah.
He has lost, and that's
Yeah.
why you go 4 base or 4 gate first.
Yeah.
Because if they get greedy, you can just come in and punish them.
Yeah.
And he got super greedy. He's already got his. He had a 3rd base up. I didn't even know he had a 3rd base up.
He went for the
I
gold.
didn't expect him to be that fucking greedy, right?
No.
I have a gold too, so. So now that I have the gold, I actually went up to 6 gate. I got the 2 extra gateways coming up on my natural.
Yeah.
On my gold base.
Yeah.
So that's my rule of thumb. My stalkers are getting. Oh, they got a force field.
He got a force field down there. Yeah.
Here we go. More one-shots, or almost one-shots. Just focus fire down his void rays. And GG.
Yeah. Well, I gotta work on the early game first. I think that's like what I'm gonna be practicing. Because you're right.
So
I've been expanding.
Oh, what I noted. Okay, so this wasn't actually part of any build order guide. I actually figured this one out by myself.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm tired of losing to 4 gate blink stalkers. I'm like, so I gotta, if I just build my own 4 gates before expanding, then I'll have maximum unit production, and to be able to match them if they cheese me. If obviously if they expand, then I can just 4 gate pressure them.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just feel like that's a win-win. You can't really lose with that strategy.
No.
The only thing that can really mess that up are strategies that can get up before that, like cannon rushing. If they surprise you with cannon rush, if they manage to sneak DTs by you, which is why I get the cannons up pretty early. So I have detection and I have the observer. So I just try to be safe all around, and then yeah, that's the reasons why I do it this way.
Yeah. So
I think if you do it the same way, your MMR is gonna and your losing streak is gonna turn around.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you, what is the response to Void Rays? Is it Stalkers, or would you, if you knew he was going Void Rays, would you do something else?
No, I'd probably just keep going Stalkers.
Stalker Blink, yeah.
So the reason why is just what you saw in this game.
Yeah.
Especially if you can get Blink up fast enough.
Okay. Yeah, because
if
what
you blink up underneath the void rays, because you can probably outproduce him like in the early game. So it really depends on how many void rays that he has.
Okay.
But when it's like this early in the game, then he's not gonna have a whole lot. And you saw what happens when you right-click void rays and focus fire them down with a bunch of stalkers.
Yeah.
They just disappear.
Yeah, well.
he had like 3 or 4 void rays. Okay, so a lot of people just think that, and to a point, I can see why they think this, that if they just go Sky Toss, they're just gonna win every game. The problem with Sky Toss is it takes too long, and you can die before, or you can lose the game before, that you can get enough to really contest anything and build up. If you do manage to get a full Sky Toss army, there's not a whole lot that can beat that.
Okay.
So imagine you have like 6 carriers and like 8 Tempests, and let's say you get like 5 Archons, a handful of Immortals, and Colossus, and then the rest is filled in with like Stalkers and Zealots. What army can stand up to that?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The answer is nothing.
Yeah.
The answer is you win and they lose.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What timing do you normally go for the attack? Do you have a special timing?
So there it's not a timing. Um, per se. I mean, there are things that you can look for, or benchmarks you can set. The problems with timings is if the game gets chaotic, and you have to change stuff up, you
Yeah.
think you missed your timing, and it will stop you from going in when you should have.
Yeah.
So, the main things are one, scout, so you know when you can attack. So if you see him expanding and you have a bunch of units, well, guess what? He sunk that into economy. You sunk yours into army. Go fucking kill him, right?
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't curse this going on YouTube.
I
Might be able to edit that part out. But
can't do that on YouTube.
right. Um, so scouting is a good tool to know when to attack. There's also upgrade timings, so pretty much have your units in position as soon as your upgrade's finished. This could be blink. This could be +1/+1. It could be +2/+2, +2/+1. As soon as an upgrade finishes, that's when you want to be able to attack. The reason being is they might not have put emphasis on their upgrades, right?
Mm.
So you might, or they might be a couple seconds behind you. You might have a couple of seconds where your upgrade advantage gives you that edge that you need to win.
Mm.
That's usually how pro players end up edging out or inking out victory against people who are just as good as they are.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
That's why I like people like Terrans. They go for like +1/+1 timing with stem and combat shields.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
So they end up getting four upgrades at once, and then they hit immediately.
Yeah.
It's because if they wait, they lose their advantage.
Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I got some practicing to do. I think. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm listening.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, Daniel. I think now I'm gonna get a cup of coffee and then I'm gonna practice the early game and see if I have any better luck today.
Well, now keep in mind that is only against PvP that you want to do the 4 gates. Okay. That's
Yeah.
only PvP. That is the only matchup you do that in. Do you want to see like a PvT
Yeah,
where you do
sure.
1 gate expand?
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
that too. Yeah. Let me get out of this one. I'm gonna pause it. All right. We're back.
All right. This is PvT. Now remember, there's a different pylon position for your first pylon on this one. And I am missing pro protection like a fool.
Oh, there.
Alright, so, oh, okay. So there is 2 different places. I think this one's map specific. I put it here. That way that you can put the first gateway here, where I'm about to put it.
Yeah.
I do normally put it between the minerals and the gas. So you're right to call that out. But look at the nice wall off that provides.
Yeah.
So I've got the gateway and the assimilator, and it's walled off. It's also walled off by the pylon as well. I know I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I'm using a pylon in order to wall off, but for PvT, it actually works in your favor because it's the only thing it's meant to do is, you know, hinder a Reaper, or if they like multiple Reaper rush, then it helps against that too.
Yeah.
So like multiple Reapers. Okay, so I gate scouted on this one here. My probe is just now coming across, and you'll probably see him send a SCV after my probe. No, he didn't do it this game. They almost always do it. This is one of the rare exceptions, I guess. So the only thing I was scouting for here was 2 things. One, how many gases does he have? So if He has early gases, like both gases. He could probably be going for like Marauder Rush. He could go for early tech like tanks and medevacs and stuff. But instead, he's probably going Command Center first. So Rax Expand is what he's doing.
Hmm. So you
He
also
has a stack
expanded
lever.
here.
Yep. Now I do that every game. That regardless of his build, okay, unless I see that he's proxying. Obviously, if he's proxying me, if he doesn't have a barracks in his base, then I'm not gonna expand. That would be just dumb. That's why I scouted.
Okay.
Now, I did start my Nexus before I scouted. If I saw that he didn't have a barracks in his base, I would have just canceled.
Mm-hmm.
But as it stands, my Nexus is finished and his is still 3/4 building. And I'm already starting. Okay, looks like he brought his Stalker out. I got my Adept out. I got my gates coming up. And my Robo facility. I actually end up killing his Reaper. Yay, got it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Okay, so he's at 22 SCVs, I'm at 32. I've got 10 more workers, and he's got 2 production facilities, while I've got 3 gates and a robo coming up. Now 4 gates and a robo. Because my minerals are halfway saturated. That's a little early. I've also got my Twilight Council. I should be getting my Robotics Bay up right now, and I'm not, like a dummy. So I actually messed up this build. It should be Robotics Bay right now.
Okay.
But I ended up going Twilight Council. Oh wait, no, I'm going Blink in this game. Never mind. I'm done. I wasn't planning on going. I wasn't planning on going Colossus this game. I was going Blink this game. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm making my Warp Prism. I'm making Blink immediately. I'll probably be chrono boosting that out. I've got 4 gateways for 4-gate Blink. I can probably go up to 6 gate because I've got 2 fully saturated bases. Well, almost fully saturated bases. I got 13 on 16. My idle pros probably need to just, go and start working. Okay, there we go. I got my 6 gates coming up. So I got 6 gate Blink coming up. Go ahead and make some more pylons. I'm actually doubling his supply right now, or almost doubling it. Yep, there's my other pylon, because I don't want to end up getting supply blocked. I'll probably end up getting supply blocked anyway. But if you notice, what I did was called the macro cycle. So probes, pylons, production facilities, chronobus upgrades.
Yeah.
I didn't wait for myself to get supply blocked. I went ahead of time and put pylons down.
Yeah. I should try to do that. Yeah.
I'm making my 3rd base and moving out at the same time with an extra pylon.
Okay.
I'm still not quite supply blocked, but I'm almost there. But I've already got another pylon on the way, right? And I've used my production cycle. I've used my production cycle to make stalkers. My Blink is about to finish up. It's literally 1 second. Okay, now it's finished up. I killed his
that was
base.
really nice timing. Yeah.
It was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I blink into his base. He stems up his ramp. I blink back and boom.
Yeah. All right. He calls it.
I tried to put 2 Gs and ended up only putting 1, and then I kill him.
Okay.
Now, how sexy was that? That's pretty sexy.
That was nice. Everything went perfect. Yeah.
Obviously, games are not always going to go that perfect,
No.
but that was a 6-minute blink timing with, looks like 12 stalkers.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
keep
it
in
is.
mind, they can have tanks out before that. But what did I scout first? He didn't go double gas. I knew he was about to expand.
Yeah. Okay.
So the chances of him going tanks is pretty slim, right?
Okay. So double gas is a sign of tanks or something even more crazy.
So it's probably a sign of tanks, or it could be cyclones, it could be liberators, it could be banshees.
Ah, okay.
But I hit so early. If he'd gone banshees, okay. So say he went uh, double gas in the early building. If he had gone banshees, I'd be hitting right as he got his first banshee out.
Okay.
If he either got tanks, he probably only had like 1 or 2 tanks. I could just blink on his tanks and just kill him, but he didn't.
No. So
He went
that's
one.
why.
Yeah, he went 1 Rax expand with 1 gas, and I went blink
Yeah.
and killed him.
So you're trying to aim for like 6 minutes.
It was more along the lines of I tried to get there and attack as soon as my blink finished up.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, okay.
This could have been later if he'd attacked me later, if I had to deal with Liberator harass, if I had to deal with Raven harass. It could be later.
Yeah.
But it was right as my blink finished up.
Yeah, okay.
I had my blink, I had my warp prism, so if it was going rough, I could warp in reinforcements. I had 6 gate production with 2 fully saturated bases and a 3rd on the way.
Yeah.
I killed his 3rd.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
I
yeah.
already
That
knew I
was
was gonna
really
attack.
nice timing. That was just totally
Just as
perfect.
he was getting his 3rd.
Yeah,
it was
you
nice,
didn't
wasn't it?
even get to cancel it. Yeah.
I actually got an achievement for that one. I can't remember what it was. I had to look, but I actually
Okay.
got an achievement for killing his command center as it was building.
Okay.
It was like denied or something like that. So,
Nice.
all right. So I'm gonna show you the other one,
Yeah.
the other PVT.
Yeah.
This is one that that actually was a very weird game.
Okay. Let's see it.
So this was a weird game, like I said.
Okay.
Go ahead and speed up the early game. Okay, so there's my, my normal pylon position. Like I said, the other one was map specific. So there's always like different, like mineral gas setups and stuff like that. The idea is to wall off the Reaper, or at least hinder the Reaper. This guy put his barracks in a weird position. That's the first thing that I noticed, but it actually is in his base. I actually thought he was immediately cheesing, which he kind of did, which is, I don't know, it's weird. So again, 1 gate expand. I didn't let that deter me. Put down my cyber core. He's sending his Reaper across. Chronovist out the adept. Oh, I just surround and kill his Reaper, which was nice. I actually should be building a robo facility here, not another gate, but I fucked up my build like a noob. No, okay, I think I got my 2nd gate because I wanted more adepts. I think that's why I did that. There goes the robo facility and another gate. I should probably be getting a 4th gate here soon. So as you notice, I focus primarily on pro production and getting my production facilities up.
Yeah.
I actually chrono boosted the gateway, and I noticed that if I had kept this unit facility or this production facility producing, then I would have I canceled my other gate.
Yeah.
Then I would have blocked it in. So I actually ended up canceling both. I should have only canceled one. Either one would have worked because I was waiting on the gateways to finish up to warp gates. So I screwed up on that one. Ooh, he's been a super greedy boy in a 3rd base.
Yeah. And he has a Ghost Academy researching
Yep. So
cloak.
cloak on Ghost. Yep. He was a super, super greedy boy. So I sent out my adepts to go scout him. Go ahead and speed this up some more.
Ghosts in the bunker.
Yep, I saw the ghosts. I killed a SCV. It's not a great trade for me, but I've got my observer. He didn't really notice it immediately. I did cause a little bit of chaos for him, caused him to multitask.
Here he comes with ghosts, huh?
Here he comes with ghosts. I saw the move out too. See my observer following him?
Yeah.
So he goes straight from my observers. I back up. I warp in. I start making more observers. So this is me adapting to a weird situation, right?
Yeah.
So I already had my forges. I start putting up photon cannons. That way I have permanent. You know, he can't easily kill my my detection, which he does try to a lot. Speed it back up again. I put my observer in observe mode or surveillance mode, just to, you know, see if he tries some baloney like nuking me or something, which he does try eventually. Yep, he's building the nuke now.
Yep.
See, snipe my damn observer. But I've got cannons here, so he can't get to me. I got fully saturated third.
Oh, here comes the nuke. Yeah. Whoa.
And he kills my damn observer. So I got another one coming out. Warping in again. I got my charge already done. Rebuilding my pylon because he killed it with the nuke. He didn't kill any of my workers. So we're actually on... despite him taking a very, very quick third base, I actually have more workers than he does. With the same amount of army. I saw the nuke happen, so I can come down here and kill him.
Oh, last minute.
Cancels this nuke. He's actually got another nuke coming in my natural. I see this one too.
Yeah.
I kill it. So that's 2 wasted ghosts and 2 wasted nukes.
Yeah, he was really in for the nukes, this guy.
Yeah, nukes and ghosts. That's all he was doing.
Wow.
He wanted to be able to kill me with ghosts. Yeah. Weird game, right?
Yeah, that's strange. Okay, it's kind of like he's doing a challenge or something.
Yeah, it's warped in the cinematic of Zealots.
Yeah. There is a lot of good nuke spots on this map.
Yeah. So I've got my units out on the base because I know I have a better, you know, better army composition.
Oh, he gets the observer, yeah.
So now I have to fall back. He gets 2 additional units, but I still have the bigger army supply. I just have to crank up. I actually got double robo observer protection. And I got the observer upgrade speed as well.
Woo!
I'm gonna make it really hard for him to kill all my detection.
Yeah, you got a lot now.
He has to scan a lot to kill my observers.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do against this now, huh?
Yeah. Now he's in trouble.
I still ended up having one observer, so he's gonna build some Vikings to try to take care of my observers and my Colossus. Looks like I ended up barely saving my observer, but I got more army protection. I actually made a couple of oracles here for Revelation, so
Yeah.
just in case he, I got my 4th and my 5th going up. He's got a 4th base going up. Now, it's important to note I was comfortable double expanding here because I knew he was spending so much on ghosts and so little on like marines and tanks and stuff like that that I could do that. So he's actually got 2-1. I've got 2-2, so I'm better on upgrades. I've got more production, more army, more bases, so, and a better unit composition at this point.
Now he's revelated.
I use my yep, he's revelated, so killing my observers won't help. I've got blink, so I blink after his ghosts. Keep scanning for my observers. I put it far back in observe mode. Killing off his bases. I got triple Colossus. He's still scanning for my observers like a little jerk. He just walked into my Colossus and stuff in order to try to. He was really going after my observers, wasn't he? All right, so now I fall back because I don't have a lot of stalkers left. And I'm sniping off his Vikings.
Now there's a mothership.
Oh look, I've got a mothership.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do against freaking a bunch of carriers and Tempest? The answer is die. That's the answer. Because I've got 5 base and he's got 4. And my bases are fully saturated now.
Can he snipe off the mothership?
No, he cannot. I put in my own cloak because to give him a taste of his own fucking medicine. He tries to nuke me, which was very ambitious, and then he dies.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
But the takeaways here, aside from the entertainment value, was that my basic premise, my early game didn't change. My pylon positioning didn't change from, where I normally put it. I focused on probes, I focused on production, and my original plan that I was planning on doing changed, right?
Yeah.
So, because I adapted to what he was doing. Do you think I planned on pumping out that many damn observers or oracles revelating? Nope. I saw what he was doing and I changed and I adapted and I overtook him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's what I want you to take away from this. You can have a plan, you can have a build going in mind, and you execute that to the best of your abilities, but you have to be able to adapt to your opponent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, he's going Mass Ghost. I'm going to have to pump out a bunch of, detection.
Yeah.
Cannons. I actually got all 3, detection abilities that Protoss has: observers, oracles, and cannons.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it's easy to see what I can do better, and I think I have something to go on now, and especially in PvP, especially in PvP, I have some changes to make. So, and I think we're about 1 hour now. So I think this is a good time to round it off. So if I was kind of to surmise, so the big thing, the big change for me will be the PvP beginning game or early game, and in the PvT against Terran, I'm gonna start doing this wall off behind here, and but I don't have that much problems against Terran, as it's mainly against Protoss that I have a huge problem. But what I do think is cool about the PvT is the Stalker build, the Blink Stalker build. I want to try that out to see if I can get there. And I didn't know that you scouted for the gases. So you scout for the
Yep.
gases to see if he has 2 gases in the opening. Because if he has, he might have like a tank or going for cloak banshees or liberators or something like that. So I'm never prepared for liberators. I always get surprised by liberators. So now I know that I could scout for double gas. So that's really nice. All right, Daniel. Thank you very much for taking your time to give me some good hints. And thank you very much that I could record this. And let's hope.
Keep in mind.
Yeah.
Keep in mind to go with the build order too, because make sure you change your build orders up. So
Yeah.
as far as focusing on unit production. So like I said before, it's more important to build production than it is army units. The reason being is, as a Protoss, you can warp in, right? So you have that ability to warp in units anywhere you need them, but you don't always have the production to match. So
True.
how many times are you floating minerals, right? How many times are you floating resources?
Yeah, often, yeah.
How many times do you have resources but not the production to match?
Yeah, that
That's your
happens.
main problem. Yeah, you need to. That almost never happened. Look at well, I'd say look at my ending, but throughout the majority of that match, I didn't have a problem spending my resources. I think the only reason why at the moment it's at 3,000 is because I'm maxed out.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only time you should be floating resources.